If you're looking for a way to power up your nutrients with a plant-based protein powder, then raw vegan plant-based protein is the perfect choice. This vegan protein is packed with essential nutrients to help you stay energized and healthy. With plant-based protein powder becoming increasingly popular amongst health-conscious individuals, it's no surprise that raw vegan plant-based proteins has become a leader in the industry. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to increase your daily protein intake, this vegan protein powder can help you reach your goals. Visit rawvegan.com. Again, rawvegan.com. Welcome to the Second Win Boxing Media. I'm your host, Rashid Hammond. Today we have a very special guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We have no other than DMV Boxing Legends' own James Baker. What's up, champ?
Hey, what's going on with you? Slim? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I had to say, man, I gotta get James on this joint, man, so the people could know your story. Cause for those that don't know, man, coming up in the DMV and DC area, um, man, I looked up to James, man. James literally will wash up everything in the area, man, and go to the nationals and clean clock too, man. So I just had to bring the brother on here, man, to share his story and his boxing story. James, tell the people, man, when did this journey started, man, for you in boxing?
I want to say about 87, 88. I started training up Kenilworth back in the day. Dang, you got, I ain't, what is, oh my goodness, where does this come from?
Yes, indeed. That's the joint up there when you fought in I think 93, man.
Nah, this is 92.
92, 92.
Small car. Yeah, the first time I went was going to the Nationals. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
92.
Tell me about when you started at Kenilworth.
Yeah, I started up Kenilworth with Kenny Miley. Yeah, he was a hell of a teacher, man. It was a hell of a crew over there. I ain't gonna even hold you. It was so many youngers over there, joint, man. And I ain't gonna even lie. If it was 10 youngers over there, 9 of them could fight.
Yeah,
Like really fight. Like
right.
they was all special dudes over there, joint, man. I ain't gonna even lie. Chop, Mad Cav, Speed, just to name a few. Mo Adams came from over there.
Wow.
It was a lot of good fighters over there, joint. A lot of good fighters.
What year was that, brother?
Well, I want to say like I said, 87, 88. That's when
87,
I
88.
started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, a lot of people don't know the history of DC, man. Back then, dudes had hands everywhere,
Yeah,
man.
everybody. Yeah, you ain't lying. What's funny though, I used to take karate,
Okay.
and I was taking karate up Highline. I wanted to fight with Larry and them up Highline,
Okay.
but my father wouldn't let me. I had to finish karate before I can, do any kind of boxing.
I got you.
So once karate had stopped, I started going to the gym over Kenilworth. It was just
Okay.
convenient for me to go there instead of me riding all the way to Highline. But I ended up going over there eventually, training over there every now and again, just when the gym got shut down. But I always wanted to be up Larry Gym back in the day.
Okay. Okay. And you from the what? Paradise Mayfair, Kenilworth
Yeah, I
area.
grew up in Mayfield. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. How was that coming up in the 80s and part of the 90s? How was that going growing up in that area?
I mean, you can say it was rough back then, but if I can't say I was ever involved in anything, serious or anything like that, or it wasn't rough to me. Let me say that
Right.
it was just just a neighborhood. I guess.
Give me some of the guys that you was training with in Kenilworth, man. You
Oh
mentioned a few
man,
of them, man.
Keith Holmes was there. Mo Adams. Oh my goodness, is Ricardo Edmonds. We called him Mad Calf back in the day.
Yeah,
If you knew if you ever heard of him or if you
yeah,
ever
I
seen him
did.
fight, he was a special dude.
You
Speedy
know,
Antoine Robinson.
okay,
He was a hell of a fighter too. It was so many Rico Fair. It was so many dudes over there. On Chop. Everybody know who Chop is, but yeah,
yes,
man,
indeed.
started over Kenilworth together.
I heard a lot about Madcalf, man. Like his name was always mentioned before I started boxing, and your name as well. And of course, we knew Chop because Chop was always up our end too sometimes. So
Right, right.
you had a special name. I think your name was what, Pobo or something like that. Was that
Yeah,
it? Was
yeah. Can't.
Pobo? I remember
Oh
hearing about
man,
Pobo, Joe.
my
You know
man,
what I'm saying?
yeah, you know me. If you know
You
that
know
name, you
Pobo,
know
you
me.
know you. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed,
yeah.
Joe.
You
Yeah, yeah.
definitely know me if you know that name.
Yes, indeed. And
That's a
because he will always, the youngest in my way, be like, man, Pobo, Mad Calf, Chop, Duck.
yeah.
They called him Duck. He was Duck back
Yeah, it
then.
was duck. It
Chop,
wasn't chop
Chop.
shop. It was
He was
duck.
Duck back then.
Yeah. Hmm.
And
Yeah.
everybody, because basically, that part of town, we basically is one, it's not that far apart. So everybody really know everybody, especially when boxing in the street world. So um give me some rivals that you had coming up in the boxing game, man. Some rivalries, because you fought a lot of people like two and three times, man. Coming up, man. I remember,
Well, what are you like? You talking about
like
in the city
in the
or as
city.
far as like in the
We're gonna go into the nationals next, but in the city,
only real competition I had in the city probably was Duwad Mahdi. He was always tough,
yeah.
and that would be probably it. I wouldn't, I mean, as far as in my weight, wasn't a whole lot of dudes.
hmm
Ernesto or Rodriguez.
He mentioned you the other day too, man.
I fought him a couple of times. He was tough. He was
Yeah.
always tough. I think me and Jermaine Fields, we only fought like once, maybe twice. I
Okay.
think once. He was tough. Jermaine was man. He was a problem.
I would have loved to saw that work, man. I
Yeah,
know
he
y'all
was.
went to work.
Jermaine
God
was a
dang.
problem. I ain't gonna even hold you. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. If I had to say anybody was a in the city
Right.
was a problem, it would be probably Jermaine Fields. We fought once, maybe once or twice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. I would have loved to saw that work. I know that was that was
Yeah.
a
It,
chess match.
Yeah, Jermaine was a problem back in the day. We used to spar had oh man, the spawn sessions. The spawn sessions was like with me and him and a couple other dudes, people would stop training and watch us spar just to see the work.
Damn.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
yeah, that was a hell of an experience within itself.
So you started as a JO, then you
Yeah.
went open. See, I
I
don't
actually
even.
started late. Like
Yeah.
some of y'all started like 10,
10,
9.
9, yeah.
Nah, I started 14, 15.
Oh, I didn't know that, Joe. Because I was thinking about that as I was looking at that joint from '92, right? That
Mm-hmm.
this one here. I was looking at this one. I say, hold on, man. I've been fighting since '92. I ain't never seen James fight Junior. I think he been damn near open for a long time,
Yeah,
man.
I only fought junior like 1 year.
Okay.
And after that,
You
I fought novice once. After the
okay.
novice jump, they made me turn open. Said I ain't even had the funny part about how they say you gotta have 10 fights in order to turn
Yeah,
open. I
yeah.
ain't had 10
You had
fights.
that, yeah.
I ain't even had 10 fights yet. So
Wow. Wow.
I just won a night. I won the open the novice
Okay.
USA the novice Golden Gloves. I won
Okay.
them joints. And then I turned open. Oh, I forgot all about David Jordan. Remember Mr. Jordan had a son.
Mr. Jordan.
The referee, you
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
he
Uh-huh.
had a son named David Jordan.
Okay. And that's you for him?
Yeah, I fought him once. He was tough.
Yeah.
He
So
was
one thing about you, man, that I noticed, man, and you still active. Like boxing is your life, you know what I'm saying? I could tell that you still you go to the gyms, you help the youngins, and you always around in some form. If I'm at the fights, I'm gonna see you. Or if you at Sugar Ray Leonard gym, if I'm there, I'm gonna see you there, or some gym, I'm gonna see you around. What's the passion? You still have that passion. And what drives you to continue to have that passion with boxing still to today?
oh man, just to help keep kids off the street. If boxing to me it was to keep me out of the streets. So if
Mhm.
I can help somebody else do the same thing, that's a plus. That's my man Sean John.
We gonna talk about that too,
Yeah.
man. The hit squad.
Oh man,
You
God,
Chop Chop, Sean
man,
Johnson, and
and Adam.
and Clarence Vincent Adam.
Yeah,
Tell me
man.
about that, man.
Well, it started when when they shut Kenilworth down. I ain't really had nowhere to go, and at the time, I was messing with somebody that lived on that Bennett Park side. So I started
Okay.
going up to the gym, and when I started going up there, Sean and Vest, the coach
Yes,
Vest was
indeed.
up
Vest.
there.
Rest in power the vest.
Yeah, I started going over there, started training over that joint. So one day I seen Chop at a fight, and
Okay.
he just came. He just was fighting. He ain't been in the gym. He wasn't really trained. He fought Dwayne Peoples, if you remember him,
Yeah, I do.
and he lost. I said, Slim,
Wow.
come over there with us, and you can get in shape. You can beat Slim. He ain't.
Yeah.
And in the same token, Sean said that to Adam as well. And when he
Right.
did that, we all just got together, just started running together, started training together, and it just we just start winning.
Man, when I saw that connection, man, y'all, as if those that don't know, man, it's an elite group of fighters, man, that kind of got together. And I mean, I look on the USA because I was ranked in on the JO side, and I
Hmm.
looked and saw you and Sean was like 1 and 2, what I'm saying, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. I was like, and I remember the USA 1995. You was out there. Everybody was like, man, James out that joint punishing jokers out there, man.
Hey
Man,
man, Sean had a bet. Matter of fact, we placed a bet on that joint.
uh
See
huh,
who can get ranked the highest. Yeah. So every time he went, I said, man, I gotta win. So we just kept it was competition between me and him because me and him would travel a lot.
yeah,
Before Chop and Adam came, Adam might be around your age, I think.
my age, yeah, he my
Yeah,
age, yeah,
so he wasn't open when we was open. Me
yeah,
and Sean was, traveling since '92, and we placed a bet on each other. He betted, I forgot how much it was, but we job broke even because we both was ranked the same, and
right, right,
we made it to the championship. We was
yes,
just
indeed, yes, indeed.
yeah. So it was all in fun,
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I
all
mean,
in
that's
fun.
iron sharpening and iron right there, man.
Exactly,
You know,
exactly.
and one thing about, I see y'all still tight still to this day. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
man,
Yeah,
right now
yeah.
to this day, I call him. If I ever have any problems or anything like that, or something on my mind, I always give him a shout out. And he'll tell me what's going on, or how to take care of situations
Yes, indeed.
all
Yes,
day.
indeed. Always, man. Ain't nothing like having that, man.
Mm.
Um, After the 95, did that qualify you automatically? Put you already in the?
No,
No,
I
okay,
had I had to we still had to qualify to go to trials and all that, and I
okay,
think Sean won the USA. He ain't win the USA. He made it to the championship in the USA,
okay, okay,
and
okay,
I won the Eastern trials.
okay. And
And
that the Eastern Tribes do put you in there too. That's
yeah.
right. Yeah. I should have
Mhm.
fought that joint. That was my first year open.
I thought you was going. I don't know why you didn't fight. I
I
thought
let
y'all
I
was
let
going because
Ray
you went
fight.
to the Nash. You went to
Yeah, I
the
went to
gloves that year.
Gloves. Yeah, I let Ray go in my place because I was going to Duke at the time.
Right. Oh
Duke
yeah.
Gallatin. So I wasn't really getting the proper training like I was supposed to have. So I just was focusing on the Golden Glove Nationals, and I said, Ray, Ray can fight in that one right there. And Ray did pretty well in that joint too,
Mhm.
man. And I
Yeah.
I got some more pictures too, man. Remember these brothers right here, man. We gonna go down this thing right here.
Oh hell yeah. That. Oh man. That was that. I want to say that was that '95 jump, if I ain't
Yep.
mistaken. USA jump. Larry and Barry, Vest,
Yes.
Sean,
Yep.
Sean. Yeah. Oh, we had a ball that year. That was a hell of a year, man. You bringing back memories like shit.
Yes, indeed, man. Man, them days, man. Could literally, if you was younger than y'all, we could take notes and learn, man.
Hmm.
And one thing about you, man, as I was looking, I remember this right back in the days when you fight. You really always had like a strategic game plan each fight, right? and I watch you as we looking now, man. You never was on the line. You was always had that head movement. You always focused on defense and offense. That was one of my father used to always say. Kenilworth had a signature style with them where the footwork was always excellent, the head movement. You never stayed like I was look. I said, damn, James never stayed on that line. I don't give a damn what you hitting the Joker with. Man, where did that come from, man? That style of fighting where you always kept your head movement, man.
Kenny, that was pretty much Kenny
Yeah,
Miley back in the day.
yeah. That's what
That's
I
how
thought.
Kenny used to teach you. That's how he taught us, though.
Right, right, right.
Some
And
dudes follow suit, some dudes didn't.
yeah,
I tried to, I
yeah,
tried to follow suit.
yes, indeed, man. And I noticed. I said, damn, man. And then round three, me and my brother used to always say this when we used to watch you fight when we was younger. Man, round three, that's when James turned that shit up another notch, man. Did you always think like that? Always had strategically game plan that always most fights, man, to turn it up in the third round?
Yeah, because I was a slow starter. I was always a slow starter. That's
Yeah.
how, you know what I'm saying? That, I'm going to tell you some funny shit. When I used to fight Dawu used to, like, the first round,
Uh-huh.
he'd go hard, and I'd be like, damn.
Yeah.
I lose the first round. I know I lost the first round. So
Right,
now
right.
if you gotta pick it up. So I sometimes I lose the first round on purpose
Okay.
and play catch up. And when I play catch up, I still had win because that's how I ran. I ran slow in the
I got
beginning,
you.
and
Okay.
then I pick it up towards the end. So that
Dang.
was pretty much how I fought.
Okay.
And that by the second or third round, hell, I went to excuse me.
It's all good.
We went to Indiana
Okay.
a long time ago. You remember that Black
Black
Expo joint? Matter
Expo.
of
Yes,
fact,
indeed.
that joint Mike Tyson got jammed up at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Black Expo.
Yeah, that wasn't that. It wasn't that year. It was probably the
Okay.
year before, the
For
year
that.
after that.
Okay. Okay.
I went out there. I stopped everybody
Damn.
doing that, and with that method, like starting slow, then picking it up towards the end. And
Yeah.
by the third round, them dudes was gas.
Yeah, yeah. And then I noticed, man, one thing too about you, man, being a tall fighter that you are, you chop the body down too, man. I noticed that too. That you'll slide or throw a jab in there or throw an uppercut and come back up top, man. You always went to that body too.
I got
It-
that from. I learned that from Chop, cause
yeah,
Chop used to do it back in the day. So I said, let me, I still used to steal from people in the gym,
most
or
definitely.
steal from people, from different fighters and things of that nature. But he used to do it. So when he did it to me one day in the gym, I said, man, I gotta do this shit back.
I got more pictures, man. Let's go through this one right here. It's this right here gonna be like a slide of pictures right here.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. Yeah, this was the squad right there, that '95 mob.
Yes, indeed.
That's the Chicago where we was in. We was in Chicago. We took the pictures for ringside. I remember that.
Okay. I
Yeah.
remember the pictures. I remember that in the magazine, Joe. That I remember them joints.
Everybody thought we was some celebrities or something. I
Right,
was
right. I remember that joint, man. Yeah. See, back then we had a whole lot of that type of stuff. You could take
mm-hmm,
pictures like that
mm-hmm.
ringside, or you could, and especially to remember the magazine. Do they still do the magazines,
I
man?
don't know if they do the magazine, but they still sell ringside though.
Okay,
But I
okay.
don't think they do the magazine because of the internet,
The
man.
internet, man.
The
Yeah,
internet
yeah.
different.
Damn. But imagine, see, back then we would get that paper or that and our name in there. We take that paper around to our family and friends back then.
Yeah. Oh man.
Now,
Hell
now
yeah.
you probably just send them a link, I guess. But it was something special.
Right. Yeah. He sent him a
So
link.
special about that magazine though, being in that joint, man. I got another one, man. We gonna go into you and Floyd Mayweather. And the 96 man, was the top two, man. How was this feeling being at the top, man, like this, man?
At that time, I mean, I worked. I mean, I just put in a lot of work to get to that position or whatever. But it was. I can't even explain it for real. For real, it was just. It was kind of a shocker because I ain't never expected to get there,
Good.
to get to that
Right, right.
level or whatever. But when I got there, I was like, damn, we did it. But I
Right.
was speaking in the sense of me and Sean, because we was, we was
Yeah.
hungry at that time. We was like, damn, we got there. We got up there. And then I looked up the dude, like, you know how you say you looked up to me
Yeah.
and Sean and them. I looked up to Two Shot.
Yeah. I dig it.
You know what I'm saying? They was before me. They was
For you.
before,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
it was Two Shot, Melvin Foster,
Well, okay.
Daryl Coley,
Okay.
Gary Payne, and it was Andrew Council. It was a lot of them do Keith Holmes, most definitely with Keith Holmes, because he
Most
was from
definitely
the neighborhood.
from the hood. Yeah.
But I looked up to them and I tried to get the way. But the difference between Two Shop and them and Keith and them didn't go to the nationals like that.
Okay.
Mark Mark did, Melvin did. We used to travel
Yeah.
with Melvin a lot.
Most definitely.
Gary Payne did, a couple other dudes. But yeah, I tried to get where they was at as far as the nationals was concerned.
Yeah.
They was like a what's the word I'm looking for? Stepping stone, like I guess you want to call it
Oh
that.
yeah. Uh. Damn. It'll come to us, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I know what you mean. They
but
like to
I
beacon to
definitely
look up
I
to.
looked up to all
Yeah.
of them and was trying to get where they was at as far
Oh,
as the amateurs was concerned. I wanted to get there.
yes, indeed, man. How was that experience being in the trials, man? And then as you look at your at Floyd's success in the sport, man, do you feel honored to be amongst that history? Because I remember in '95 in the Nationals, he mentioned your name a couple. He was looking for you. Thought you was gonna be out that joint, and he was worried about that too in
Oh,
the
but
national and the Golden Glove because you did win the Golden Gloves, the
yeah, I
regional, and
did, but I
everything.
didn't I didn't the only reason why I didn't go because I had already won the Eastern Trials,
I dig it. I dig it.
and
Makes
like
sense though.
they was
Right,
like I needed the rest or whatever because we was traveling like crazy. We was going
right,
everywhere.
right. Because he
So
was like, man, with James. I was like, James. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make it to this one. I didn't. I forgot that the Eastern Trials was definitely before the Nationals.
yeah, that was the
And
first time it was before the national. It
exactly.
usually
Yeah.
come last or
Yeah.
later.
And that's why I said I'm like, I was going. I wanted to go to the Nationals and the Eastern Trial. I didn't understand that it was easy for me. I should have went to the Eastern Trials instead of
The
uh the
Golden
national
Gloves.
golden gloves. But you still the one that went to the Olympics was for me was a Zaire Raheem Zaire. So
Yeah,
Zaire
Zaire, yeah.
Raheem. Yeah, so that was good. Still would have been a
Y'all ain't never fought?
we never fought. We was in the JOs together, never fought. And then we was in the open, never fought. I fought Steve Carter though.
Oh, you fought Steve?
I fought Steve in DC. You know what I'm saying? When I was
Right.
still in JO and he was open. Steve would smother the hell out your punch. He make you work though, Joe.
Man, that mother boy got us double disqualified. He had popped
I
me half in the
remember that
jail. I ain't gonna
joint,
never
yo.
forget that.
I remember that
I said,
joint,
this is my
Joe.
brother. That's my man though.
Yeah, good dude, man. Good
That's my
dude,
man.
man. Hell of a dude, man. Steve will
Mhm.
make you work though.
Oh yeah, he definitely will. We fought
Yeah.
twice. He
Okay.
definitely will. We
Yeah, yeah.
rumbled too.
Yeah, he can rumble.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
Steve.
yeah.
Yeah, Steve. He made it to the thing with
He won the, I mean, yeah, he lost his eye in the
in the
box off.
box off. Yep, yep.
Hmm.
And they found out they were cousins too, man.
Yeah, I heard that. I seen that. I was like, wow, that's too
That's
fun.
wild, man. That's wild. Man,
Hmm.
what advice do you have for the up and coming young fighters of today? What would you tell them to look out for in the sport of boxing, amateurs and pros?
Amateurs just need to, stay in the gym and just stay in the gym and pretty much listen to your coaches. Make sure your coaches, the whoever's coaching you, know what they're talking about.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to them, and as far as the pros, man, the pros just need to stay in the gym and stay focused. Stay focused, stay in the gym, stay in the gym because it's different. It's a real big difference, and I found out. And I mean, when I was in it, I didn't understand it, but now that I'm not in it, I understand it a whole lot. Coaches used
Yeah.
to tell me back in the day, stay in the gym, stay in the gym. You never know when you're gonna get the call. This when I was pro,
Right.
and a lot of times. I would take fights and I wasn't in the gym, and I
Yeah,
end up suffering behind that. So I
right.
be telling kids, look, if this is what you want to do, you got to treat this like a job. This is
Real talk.
exactly what it is. You got to, take full advantage of everything that's given to you. Because if you don't, and it's gone, ain't nothing you can do about it. You can be sitting there saying coulda, woulda, shoulda. You don't never want to do that. So
That's a mean feeling.
I tell everybody, stay in the gym, stay in the gym, train, train, train. Because once you get that call, you're gonna be ready if you're in the gym. If you're not in the gym and you get that call and you take that fight, and whatever happens, that's on you.
Real
You know
talk.
what I'm saying? So stay in the gym, stay focused, stay out the streets. The streets is not your friend.
Hell nah.
Stay away from all of that, all the dumb shit, all the bullshit. Stay away from it because they not your friend.
Real talk. I noticed too, man. You got the opportunity to work with Anthony Peterson and Lamont Peterson, man. How was
Mhm.
that a journey to do that work with them brothers, man?
It was a good one. It was a good learning experience. I learned a lot.
Yeah,
But I've been knowing them since they was babies. They
babies, yes
yeah,
indeed.
10, 11 years old, 12 years old, and they used to come down to the gym. We used to work with them then,
Yeah,
so it wasn't really a hell of a transition because we've been knowing each other
preach him
for that
forever.
long. You
Real
know what I
talk,
mean? So
real talk. I
yeah,
like the so I when I saw that connection, man, I liked it, man. I thought it was a good match, and I know y'all guys was going to be able to work together, man.
yeah.
Um,
I think it was just too. It was not even gonna say too late, but it was kind of
yeah,
towards the end.
most definitely,
Had
most
it been in the middle or something like that, it'd probably be a different
real
story.
talk. It makes sense. The timing would have been
Exactly.
impeccable if it would have been in a different little time frame. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
I
So,
agree.
so you who you working with now in the gym?
I just got a couple of little amateurs I be working with,
Okay,
and I be working with pro. I be Max Garland. I be
and
working
Max
with him.
God, you still working with Max? That's
Yeah, I be
what's up,
working.
Joe.
Me and Sean be
Still
partnered
working
up
with
and
him.
be working
That's
with him and stuff
that's
like
good.
that.
I'm glad.
Try
Yeah,
to try to keep him on the straight and narrow.
most definitely.
These
We got
pros, these pros different from these amateurs, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's almost like babysitting.
yeah, yeah. Do y'all have anything planned up for him coming up?
Right now, we just trying to just keep him in the gym, keep him in shape, just in
Okay,
case he get a call or whatever or
that's
anything like that.
okay. That makes sense,
Mhm.
man. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all. Max, nice man. Max can go, Joe.
yeah, I agree. I
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
one
yeah.
hundred
He can
percent.
go, man. His father used to be trained with us too, man. Back in the
Yeah, Paul. Yeah,
Paul,
Paul.
yeah,
Yeah,
Paul.
good dude.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, Paul. I remember Paul. I remember Paul back in the days, man. He had, had a few kids back then. I was like, Paul, man, then
Hey man, I thought all them kids was his. He
I
said they
did
wasn't.
too. They
I was
wasn't,
like,
yeah.
man, you used to have a line of youngers. I
Line of them. I did too, man. I did too. And found out it wasn't. I thought so too. 'Cause, yeah, he did, man. I remember them days, man. Good dude, good brother, man.
Mm-hmm.
All doing good for himself, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Brother, it was an honor and a pleasure to have you on here to bless the show, man. Give people history of yourself. And a lot of these young dudes, if we ain't on the internet, they won't know who the hell we are, man, walking down
That's
the
true.
street, bro.
I know, right?
You're right, and it's all by default because of the internet wasn't around back in our days.
Nah,
Trust me,
could you imagine if we
man.
had
I
this?
tell you,
Oh my
they be
God.
they be, they be saying James Baker Day. I'm trying to tell you something. Them fights,
Oh man.
because man, the Hillcrest, man, or any of them places where fights was at, man.
Man, I told you we need to light a candle over that joint. All the fighters whoever fought over Hillcrest
Man,
need to
real
go over that
talk.
joint and light a candle. Have a Hillcrest day.
Hillcrest Day,
It was
slip
it
us
was
that spot, Lord.
man. You
Bro.
ain't never lied. If them
Hey,
walls were tough.
Joe, and I tell people all the time, listen, man, I think when you see an old school dude go to an amateur fights or pro fights, you gotta remember what we comparing you guys to, man. That and
Hmm.
don't be thinking we hating on you, young dudes.
Hmm.
We just let
Exactly.
you know the shit that we saw back in
Yeah.
the 90s
Hell
and
yeah.
80s.
Mm, mm,
Slim,
mm.
you talking Hillcrest would be so packed I mean, you got that pro feeling, and you wasn't even a pro, and it had to be.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
dudes
you
be
ain't lying.
betting at them. They be betting big bread on
Yeah,
fighters, man.
you would think it was a pro jump the
You
way them
some-
dudes was betting.
Yes,
I used to
indeed,
be like,
man.
damn,
Yeah, man.
God, dang, yeah, you ain't lying, Slim.
It's spoiled. It got us like so when we see fight now, you
Yeah,
like, oh man. I mean, I love the Golden Gloves and all that, but it don't feel
yeah,
the
it ain't the
same.
same.
Yo,
It
it don't
definitely ain't the
feel the
same.
same, bro. Yeah, hopefully we can get that feeling again. If they got built something, build another bond, Hillcrest. Let's build another.
Oh man, that'd be sweet.
Would
That'd
it,
be too
man?
sweet.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, it was an honor and a pleasure to have my brother, man. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, I
James
appreciate you having me,
Baker.
Slim.
Man, anytime, brother. You know how we do, brother.
Mm, that's
Man,
what's up.
the second win, sports media. Peace.
All right.
This episode have been brought to you by Raw Vegan Plant-Based Protein Powder, the undisputed champion of plant-based protein powder. I got mine. It's time for you to get yours. Visit rawvegan.com.